G'day everyone, welcome for watching. This is my stream today. We'll have a look at it all. Make sure. Yeah, it's okay, so today I'm working on my map and this is where we're up to. So what I'm going to do is do a little bit more on the map, and then I'm thinking we might go and plant a couple of fields using some of the big equipment and play some in-game part-time of it all. So first thing off, what I've done recently is, obviously from all my picture updates and everything, is been working on mapping some more fields out. This one's been since last video. This is my biggest achievement, is this field here. So right at the edge of the boundary, this is what the edge of the boundary looks like. So that is literally the field to the corner. And I've added just the grass texture outside, so when you look into it, and you come down here into an in-game view, it looks like it just goes on forever. I was thinking of putting the trees in a bit denser, getting a lot more volume of trees in there, might make it a bit better. But so, well, the collision is within the fence line here, so we should be pretty right. Alright, well, how I did the trees and everything, well, first I just want to bring up my little cheat guide. I've took a screenshot of where I've had everything, so bring that up on my other menu. So yeah, this is where I've got my other screen here. Have a picture with everything that I needed to know for where I want things, but we'll pretty much make this up as we go along. It's not too hard. So we go spline. What objects have I got in here to place? Just a couple of trees. We'll throw in some more trees into my objects to place. In here, create new spline. Bring that up into my spline placement. So it's all got to be in this spot. What I want to do is, I'm thinking of doing a similar thing, finishing this off. To come to all of it, we should actually we'll have a look at, we'll leave those trees there and see what it looks like afterwards. But I'll just get rid of this out of the way. Oh, hold on, wrong button. Be easy now while I can see it, remove it. So just move that out of the way. Like that. Get my spline, Control B, bring that towards where I want it. We actually want this turned a bit. There we go. End one, delete the one in the middle because I don't need it. And one, Control B, bring that up to that end. There's the start. Yeah, we might go just to there for now. We'll just have a look what that looks like. Let's go. Might bring it all the way out to there. Try and keep everything at a reasonable size. This bit doesn't matter, I just like being able to see it. So this is live, so anyway, when I recorded it, so I do live stream every Tuesday. Don't be afraid to jump in and have a look at what's happening. Let's do that. Peace. We'll add another, try another one so I can keep tab of it all. One, so Control duplicate that. We shouldn't number it all. One. See, that one should be 01 on the south wall, just so I know where it is. This one is east. Nah, sounds good. Oh, where do we got? This one here. Did I already have one there? Yep. Overlap that. That doesn't matter too much. I was just adding those textures in there so when you get nice and close to it all, it sort of looks like the map continues on forever. Sort of that's what I was going for with this look. Throwing those, they're just a picture on a plane, so you just create a plane. Then I added the texture out of the base game file of grass, so it kind of looks like the grass has gone on forever. So back with my spline, so click on my spline placement, go to my windows, get my script editor open, bring up my execute one, no object at start. Well, that's true. I want it quite dense, so I'm thinking about 2.5. I did 2 before, but some of the trees are a bit of volume, but I might go, yeah, we'll go 2.5, because the last one was on 3 and it was pretty far apart, so we can bring them in half a meter. We'll try 2. Well, as far as we'll do it again. Distance table, we don't want to use that. Random order true. Random placement, we can add true on that. Random rotation, so all the trees are different. So this is all how I use it to get the trees in all the different placement apart. Random placement distance from spline, so 8, so that's good range, so we can have a great width. 8, that doesn't matter. Leave the scale alone. Make sure its alignment with terrain is true. Then the height of the spine doesn't make an issue. So all you need to do is execute that. Yeah, or save ever. And look, there we go. Built a tree line. So easy. Alright. So that's where we're at. And if you look at it from this angle, you can still see it's coming on pretty far. So what I do is to just fill it in a bit more, is quite a little trick of coming down to my foliage layer, getting the bush, state 4, which is the taller version, getting that on, hitting the foliage paint brush, and just paint that on heavy. So 2's was pretty, so 2's alright, it's still pretty open. I think we may need to get rid of the smaller trees in it instead of creating those gaps. So you pull that in there. Oh, whoops, too much. That's just pulled the grass off it, so that's no good. So just paint that along, and there we go. I wonder if I can just add more on it. Let's try a trick for a second. Yeah, okay. So that's on that one. It's in my spline placement, so all my objects placed there. So to make it looks like, let's just try this. Let's go Control D, duplicate it, and then just take that forward a bit. Nope, too far. We might have a bit of an issue with this one, but we can add the trees. Might bring them down a little bit. So this is outside the map boundary. Instead of making it so obvious, let's take them sideways just a little bit. We could do a 180 on them. Might bring it back up a little. Nope, too high. Someone's not really paying attention to this. So my height, which is Y, so we can take that bit to 0. Okay, look at that, that's filled in the wall. Okay, so now I've got all the bits in here, so all I need to do is, all I want to do is I actually have been placing them all in under trees here. So just bring my splines, highlight it all. Move them under trees, so all the trees are together. Same with this one here. It's transform group. The copy. That came up a lot better than God. Wrong button. And click on that. And move that up to my trees as well. And then delete that copied transform group because that doesn't matter. Because all the trees are placement there. Okay. See, that placement group is... we missed one. That's all on 0 on the map, so that doesn't matter. Good. Now we've got that done. Well, the spine, we can just... Actually, to come to think of it, we'll just bring the spine complete this way a little bit. Actually want the end. We might put it just somewhere here. There we go. While we're going with it, put that there like so. Look at that. Okay. And just get rid of... wrong one. We got the wrong one on, don't we? Did that very clever, didn't you? Terrain detail. While we're going, we should just throw that grass back in that I took out here, because that helps make it look nice. And then my terrain detail is what I wanted to get rid of. Just a little bit more off the edge. We'll bring it back in a second. So I need to line up with the edge of my map, and these fields here in real life actually go a lot further, so we'll get that out of there. Objects to place, I want to take them out, put that in there. Post 2, I want to throw that in objects to place. Open my script editor back up. I've got a screenshot of what I did last time just so I can remember the numbers. But once you've done it a couple of times, it gets pretty familiar, just constantly writing it in. So anyway, I had, with this 2 posts, it's 4.18. You can check my other live stream I did last time. It has me showing it, explain how to do all this. All this was false. I got a cat box on, that's not gonna work. I want it blue, so obviously we had that wrong, so yep, dyslexic me, put that in the wrong way. Typical. That goes to 0. False, false, false. Yep, that's all that needs to happen. Random distance doesn't matter because we got false on it now. Random order, well, that doesn't. Random distance between objects, so we'll false that. Because we don't want random distance, this is a fence, we all want everything at that distance. Click A, yep, let it go, boom, fence is down. Easy. Now we can get rid of, if I bring in take all these posts, we'll throw them in the fence. Transform group, I got further up, fences. So then they're all together, all the fences so far. Get rid of the spline now, finish with that. All that can close up, don't worry about those ones. We put the trees in the wrong one, didn't we? I put them in trees. I had them in a different area, but... It's only for when I want to find issues. Like, you can get these ones and just delete them. Sometimes you have too much foliage around and it can create a lot of lag because the game's trying to load all these in high detail when you get close to them, and it can create some issues, so you don't want to have too much. You got to be careful on what you're doing, but other than that it's pretty good. So with this one here, that's my fence. I actually want to, let's start again, collapse all, bring up my fence corner. Okay, so you go Control D duplicates it, Control B brings it to me. Spin that around. If we get this lined up correctly, it can look very nice. So this one's a bit of an issue, but we really just want to, if you pick, well, we won't, not going to notice any of that up, because they're on the wrong one. If you pick that post there, we have my X's, which is that way. So X is 974. And speaking of that one, Z is 505. So if we find my corner post, so we go 974 and then 505. I think we might have done that backwards because that's giving me in that corner. Oh, so if we put that into here, we're pretty good then. Hold on. And just take it that way till I get it in the right spot.